Movement number 4. Dragon seeks path. Dragon whips his tail.
Yo, my man, why you got on that purse, huh?
Hey, this ain't no purse. I'm the big deals. Don't do that. $100 Patron in the bid at, you heard? Get your money up, not your funny up.
Definitely gonna go to the Drake shit.
Yo.
MUNFU podcast. What
Pro
up? It's your
Dagger
boy
making
Profit
paper.
Scru. We in here doing the damn thing. Got. Stole the intro from that nigga.
Definitely just stole my intro, nigga. Pro Dagger making paper till the sun goes down, you heard? In the building with my nigga. What's your name today, man? Who you today, man?
Don Johnson.
Alright, man, word, cuz, you know, I'm something like that too, you heard? Alright. So, yo, man, MUNFU podcast merchandise. I'm in my bag merchandise. That issue's available right now. Link will be in the description, you heard? Cop that. It's fly, you know what I mean? Get your pink right. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Portions of the proceeds go to, you know, cancer research and stuff like that. You know, that's how we doing it. And if you haven't already got that strictly for the fans album, go ahead and get that. You know why? Because that shit fire, bro. I'm not gonna bleep out the ish on that one because that shit fire, bro.
The link is in the description. Go listen to that EP, stream it, become a part of it, stream it every day. Listen to it. I put a lot into it. Make sure you comment,
Or that.
like it and rate. Drop a review wherever you listen to it, man.
Or
We don't, even if we don't chart, we gonna make noise regardless.
Or
Let's
that.
get into it.
Or that. Operation Beat MGK Binge EP sales is underway, my nigga. We out here, 20,000. 20,000 out of things. So, yeah, man, Kanye West.
All right, let's go. So,
Kanye West, Snoop Dogg.
Let's recap everything. Yesterday's episode. First of all, shout out to everybody who's watching that. Y'all are still watching that. First day we uploaded it. You know, got it's already like 600 views now. So the fact that y'all continuously watching it means a lot. You know, that's super dope.
It's facts.
But we talked about the Pusha T and Drake thing, and we kind of spiraled into Kanye. Not spiral because it's definitely has to do with Kanye.
Facts.
And I just think, as crazy as this sounds, this really sounds, this plays perfectly to what we're talking about. Because Kanye, all right, well, the way Kanye is handling this, so basically Snoop Dogg came out and said that Kim was getting piped out by Drake. That's what the whole
Hold on. Time out. Did you see the video of Snoop Dogg doing that?
Yeah.
Nigga, that was, let me just go ahead and interrupt everything to say that was one of the most legendary videos I've ever seen across the internet.
A lot of people actually asked me to post it on my channel, like repost it on my channel, but I don't think it was going to be advertiser friendly, so I just let that cook. Because I definitely watched it, I was like,
definitely need a couple quacks in that.
Definitely need a hella quacks in that, but I was like, okay, so he did this really like that, this, the third. So this literally, I'm glad Kanye did this. What did I say? When he thought Drake was saying this, he gets on camera. You don't say this about my wife. Da-da-da-da. All the smoke going in on this. Da-da-da-da. Literally. But then when Snoop literally comes out disrespecting this nigga's whole set. I can't see that.
I could. It was behind the scenes picture, nigga.
Disrespecting his whole set. How does he respond? Passive aggressive. And I know people are gonna be like, "Well, that's not passive aggressive. That's just passive. It's passive aggressive." He's afraid of shit. He knows better than to actually. It's only Drake that gets the actual Kanye smoke. I don't know why. I don't know why at this point. I just don't.
It's some weird shit, man. Like, honestly, like.
So he got mad at Drake for a fake subliminal, because we don't know if Kiki is Kim. That he got mad at Snoop Dogg coming out and saying that's exactly what it was. Like, isn't that weird?
Yo, Kanye is very passive. He's very passive aggressive about everything that he does, and the way he approaches things are very weird. And the way he treats certain relationships. Like, nigga, if a nigga's wrong, a nigga's wrong. It doesn't matter the relationship or not. Like, there's nothing wrong with saying a nigga's wrong for doing something if you feel that way. You know what I mean? That's your opinion. But Kanye just he's a cornball, son. Like, honestly, like, that whole shit is a gimmick, son, and it's a cop out. It's a cop out. You heard? It's a cop out.
The thing that kills me, right, is I bet you Kanye is going to do something in the behind the scenes now, passive aggressively, to get back at him. Like, that's kind of how he thinks.
You mean like to Snoop?
Yeah, or something. Like, if he has the ability to hurt or help Snoop behind the scenes, he's going to hurt him. That's going to be the choice. Kanye's that dude, man. I'm telling you where it's like, now I get it, right? I'm not mad at you for attacking somebody.
Facts.
I'm not mad at you for the way you handle being attacked.
That's facts.
What I will be upset is when you pick and choose who you squad up on, who all of a sudden you a nigga from Chicago or on. Because if you're not gonna have a problem with niggas, you're gonna be happy. Then just be happy.
That's
then it should be okay. If Snoop Dogg is saying that, oh, Drake piped your wife out, doesn't get you as mad as Drake saying, Kiki, do you love me? Where's the sense in that? Like,
I mean,
that's almost awesome, and I hate this term, I hate this word, I hate the whole concept. But that's like some whole bully shit. But it's just some like, man, Drake, you better stop getting bullied by this nigga. Like, you better stop, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, but all this, like, you better stop, because that's starting to get me mad now. Because it's like, when Dom is live, let academics just bully him, that got me madder at Dom than anything. Because it's just like, bro, why you letting this happen, bro? Like, maybe Kanye just has way too much power over Drake's career. Maybe, like, I don't know, bro.
I mean, I think that, I don't know. Honestly, like, I went back and watched the entire Joe Budden podcast after our talk yesterday, because I had only watched, like, mainly the clip that he was talking about the whole 40 situation. And after watching that, I kind of looked at a lot of things kind of a little bit weird. Like, I kind of wish I would have watched that whole thing before we did that episode, because, like, the way that people handle Drake is odd. Like, they handle Drake like he's a nigga that, like, beats like Debo. They kind of treat Drake like Drake's kind of treated like Debo. Like, like Pusha came at his neck, but the thing about Pusha that threw me off in that was when he was like, at the very beginning of that podcast. I know this is like a little side note, but I'm gonna tie it back. But at the very beginning of that podcast, he goes, Joe and all them, they were talking, they were like, is there really rules? And they're like, there is new school rules versus old school rules, and old school rules, he came down to play with you, so in reality, nothing's off limits. Pusha T said nothing's off limits. 32 minutes into the episode, Pusha T's like, he talked about my wife, bro. That was just taking it too far, so that's why I did what I did, which I understand, but the thing is like, people talk about Drake like he's the end-all, be-all. When he
wait. I think that's a false parallel right there. Because that's not the same thing. Because he's saying nothing is off limits. That's not saying how you're supposed to react on certain things is supposed to be the same.
No, that's facts, but like, I mean, in what way though? Because Pusha said it's rap.
Yeah, so Drake is the one who said, oh, you should get punched in the face.
Punch in the face,
yeah.
But what I'm saying is though, is that the way that people treat Drake when it's a diss is they act like this is a nigga that, like, something's about to happen if they say something. Like, that's weird. Like, how you gonna go and do all this, like this shit that Kanye West is doing? Like, I feel like...
I think that's just Kanye West doing that. I don't think Pusha T handled him with kid gloves at all. I don't think Pusha T was moving like someone who was afraid of Drake at all.
But, I mean... No, not is it like musically, but they be acting like this nigga Drake... I don't know.
How does Pusha act like
that? Because that's the vibe. Like, the way that they talk about it is like mad weird. They act like this nigga is like can't be touched or some shit. What?
How? Just explain to me how they do that. Just explain to me how. because he's literally in the interview talking about, I don't care if his man dies. Like, Pusha seemed like the last person to have any kind of fear for Drake. It seemed like Joe Budden and other people in the room have more fear for Drake than him.
Well, I mean, but Joe Budden's also dissed him as well. I mean, every nigga that disses Drake, I feel... Well, that's why I said, though. I said that Pusha's the only nigga that came at his neck. Like, he's the only nigga that, like, actually did
that. How is it that you feel Pusha T is moving like he's afraid of Drake? Or like he's Debo?
I guess I misspoke. I mean, I don't feel as if... I guess he's scared of him, but like niggas be acting like they don't want to like come out and say like, yo, this nigga's a fuck nigga, or he does this, or he does this. Like, it seems like it's kind of in a secret society that people talk about that shit. Because other than the story of Adidon, when are niggas like really coming at Drake for when Drake does wrong or right or however a nigga feels?
I will give you that most people in the game move carefully when they talk about Drake because Drake has a lot of power. But what I'm saying is Pusha T, my point is Pusha T specifically, does not seem like that at all.
But that's why I said Pusha T's the only nigga that really goes at his neck. You feel me?
So you don't think Pusha T is moving like he's afraid of Drake, or do you do?
I don't think Pusha moving like he is, but the way that niggas talk about Drake is like... It's kind of weird because with that whole, I mean, like after watching
niggas
the whole...
as in Pusha or niggas are outside of Pusha?
Outside of Pusha.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it's outside of Pusha. Like I said, that's why I said, I think he's the only nigga that really went at his neck, like bar.
Think about it. Every era, there's a undeniable king of that era, and all of them got treated the same. Nobody was really talking about 50 when 50 was going at everybody. Like a few niggas, but not like niggas were afraid of 50. Like people weren't talking about Jay.
But I think people were afraid of 50 is in like physically more so
but also recordly too, because you're gonna benefit more on 50 Cent on your side in 2004 than you would have benefited him as your enemy.
Yeah, that's facts.
So same thing with M. When M first came out and he was blazing, people were not talking, but like they were talking about him. You do get the people who are talking about him, but you get that treatment when you that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like when you that guy, people tread carefully because they want a feature. That's essentially what it breaks down to. Because I don't want to mess up my chances of getting a feature with this guy.
But do you think that's why Kanye West is kind of passive with that nigga as well? Nah. You just think he's pussy?
He can get a Drake feature whenever he wants. According to Drake, when he goes, hey, yo, Drake, come over here, I'm working on an album. Drake goes, okay, and runs over there, then it seems like he can get a...
But I think that was prior...
He's giving Drake beats, taking the beat back, and then trolling him on the beat before he can drop it. That don't seem like a nigga who really cared for a feature from that nigga too crazily.
I mean... But do you think that was prior?
Projects.
You think that Drake's gonna have the same mentality towards Kanye West now, though, after that shit?
If Drake is smart, Drake is going to be like Drake is stupid by trusting in the first place. But if he continues after this to move the same way with Kanye as he was before, then I mean, he's an idiot. Just strictly of that, and in principle, you can't mess with anybody who messes with Pusha T off that 40 line. That's just principle.
Yeah.
You just can't. Like, at that point, you kind of a mark.
I don't know, man. That whole shit, this nigga just coming out, Kanye West is just so passive, bro. Like, that is just one nigga that I just do not
passive
like
aggressive.
Anymore.
Don't forget the aggressive part. Because he's not just passive. Because he will troll you on a beat. He will steal your shit. He will leak information. He will go and get on Instagram live and chew you out for making a song and saying Kiki. He's aggressive. He's just passive aggressive.
Yeah, that's facts. That's fact. It's just like, but I mean, I don't know, son. That nigga's a cornball. He should have came. I don't know. He's just he picks and chooses. He's a bully in a way. He's a bully in a way because you'll not pick on a nigga like Snoop for being like. I don't feel like I understand why Snoop said what he said. I wasn't even mad at what he said.
I'm not mad at anything. Kanye can handle it any way he wants to handle it, but I get to react any way I want to react to. So it looks very weird that when Drake does anything, it's ride time. Now it's time to rah, we going in. You get out of your character, jump out every single window you could jump out of. But then when somebody else does some way more foul shit, all of a sudden you passive. Like that's where the corniness comes to me. Like, don't do that shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, keep that same Kiki energy. Keep that same Kiki energy. Like, don't do that.
So you think that song was about Kim?
Nah.
I don't think so either.
Nah,
I
think that's a reach. That's a dot.
I thought it was a reach too. I mean, I thought it was funny to say, but it's definitely a dot reach. Like, I don't feel like that. I just feel like Drake just kind of played his cards right when he said what he said. He kind of just put the bug out there. Niggas kind of took what they took and ran with it. But I just feel like Kanye West is just
It might be though. The only reason why I say that weird shit, that it might be, the only reason I even kind of entertain it is because he definitely said he didn't have that song before that situation.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So
that was like, but also though, that's why I said he kind of played it well, because regardless if that's true or not, the way he said that could be a complete lie. But the way he said that kind of made it seem like, well, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. He kind of let that bug fly, and that shit kind of went around and was like, well, maybe. So, I mean,
Drake's in his disrespect bag, so he ain't gonna come out and say it's not. I think that's what Kanye was mad at.
But you think Drake is on the defense or the offense?
Defense.
That's what I think.
Defense.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
He's very on his defense, and I think he's on the balls of his feet right now. Like, yo, all right, nigga. They're trying to galvanize a whole movement of niggas who might be, because no one nigga was gonna take out Drake. It was gonna take some Kanye level with a Pusha T as his mouthpiece. That to work. Now, if good music altogether clicks in on this nigga, if Big Sean starts going in on this nigga, it might be bad. It might start looking a little shaky for that dude.
But this is the thing, though. I feel like the one thing that keeps Drake godly in the situation is that he hasn't responded yet. Because if he does decide to respond, he can address everything at one time, and he still has that opportunity. So, like, the only kind of piece that he spoke on his side was really that little, just that interview. And it's really not that long of an interview to talk. Like, if we talking music, like, even if those niggas try to start coming at Drake hasn't even responded to Pusha yet. So I feel like that kind of gives him an advantage, and it gave him a lot of time to...
No, because what he's doing is he's taking all his energy. He doesn't want smoke with Pusha. He wants smoke with Kanye. That's why on that sicko mode, he dissed Kanye.
Yeah.
But he ain't done. There's gonna be lots of passive aggressive sublims going back.
Nigga, bring it, bro, because that shit fire. I'm with it, yo. I'm trying to hear it. You heard? I don't give a damn.
What I think Drake should do is, once he's done with his album, like, rollout, wait for these niggas to do something else, and then be like, all right, nigga, that's it. Because I think niggas will ride for him. Because at that point, I think everybody will be sick of niggas doing shit to that nigga. But he can't just do it. He's got to wait for them to do something.
Yeah.
Now, since he missed his chance.
Yeah. I mean, yo, I'm with it. I'm trying to hear the tracks. I'm done with the little gossip bullshit that these niggas got, the passive aggressiveness these niggas got going back and forth right now. I'm just ready for something to pop off a little bit, honestly. This nigga Kanye West, bro. Just every week this nigga's doing some weird shit. And you know the thing is, he gonna keep doing it too, because his album drops in within 30 days.
I completely forgot about
a little bit longer than 30 days from now.
This whole truck, yeah. Right.
It's going. He's doing he's trying to do it.
Why did I just get, man, he hit me with the Oli Wop. I completely forgot, and I've been taking this nigga serious. I forgot I wasn't going to take this nigga serious.
Yeah, man. You can't do it, son. It's a mistake.
Because that Trump dinner thing, I definitely took him serious, but then I forgot, oh yeah, this nigga's out.
Definitely bugging.
If That nigga thinks I'm a live stream Yandi again.
Nigga, you
Literally the longest live stream I've ever had, but...
Yo, what's the special word of the day, son?
Oh, shit, we should say that at the beginning of that.
No.
Special word... What?
We gotta do it at the end, dummy.
I know I'm saying we should have told us good a B word, but the word of the day. Skip Skadiddle. If you watched all the way to the end, type Skip Skadiddle in the comment section, and that means you a real MVP, my G.
MUNFU podcast, money up, no funny up, dummy.
Go stream that. Go stream that strictly for the fans. You're dead.
Just stream it, bro. Just the whole thing. Just listen to it as many times as you want. And more than that.
Physical copies, email strictlyforthefansep@gmail.com and request a physical copy. Yeti.
We out here.